Today we're going to talk about Google AdWords for small businesses. If you're in the market trying to get more leads, more customers, more people calling your business for your services or products, and you have tried in the past different ways and have been either not good or you have found that they're quite expensive, then you probably want to take a new look at what is called local AdWords from Google. And we'll see in this short presentation how using the power of Google AdWords is going to be a good thing for you to grow your business. Hi, my name is Sergio Rodriguez. I'm the founder of Web Response Marketing. And we're going to get right into this real quick so you know. First thing, some facts about Google, and I'm going to quickly give you those stats. And one is the first one that it's an incredible one, is that Google processes 2.3 million searches per second. Now I have done or said that in 3 seconds, and so that means that people at this point have done almost like 6-7 million searches, obviously worldwide, which is quite a lot. You know, Google is a big engine. Now if you take that into a monthly search, we're going to find that it's a 100 billion searches per month. And if we take it to a yearly basis, then it tells us here that Google processes 2 trillion searches per year. It's a trillion, so that's a lot. Now, out of those searches, keep in mind this part, the mobile one, because mobile represents 50% of all Google searches that are and perform, and those are performed using mobile devices. Now, in case you're wondering, or you're not familiar, or you want to refresh yourself, you want to know, well, what is Google AdWords? Actually, Google AdWords is a Google advertising service. That's what they sell. They sell advertising basically, and the ads are designed to display, and it is displayed in this very well-known, renowned search engine, which is Google. But also, not only that on the Google engine itself, but also uses an entire advertising network, meaning other websites that also have Google ads in it. And you have probably come across tons of them while you have done your searches prior. So basically, Google is allowing you to create a text ad focusing on a specific keyword or phrase that you know about your business, and then the search engine then displays it whenever a user carries out a related search, either on google.com itself or any of his advertising network, which Google has partners with. Now here's an example of what is a result of someone performing the search. As they type or enter into the search, they're going to see these are the first results. In this case, that will be 1, 2, 3, 4 results, which is the advertising occupying the first place, the upper page of the page, which is called the prime real estate of the page. These are the paid ads, and you can see them because it says an ad word in it in little squared greens over there. Now, if we come into the next part of this, we probably need to know that there's a way to rank those ads, and there are only 3 major factors. There's a lot of more factors you have to know about, but the important or major ones are these. First, how much are you willing to pay per click to Google so Google can show the ad into people searchers? And what is the second one is what is the quality score of your ad? Your ad needs to be good quality, and we're going to come and see some additional explanation of this as on the next part of the presentation. And finally, the ad extension is the other major factor. Ad extension is basically some text that would appear in the ad that would say "Call us now," or it would say your website underneath the text ad, things that would make people call, click, and find out more about you. Those are the 3 main factors, and among those 3, as we can see here, quality score is the most important factor. The quality score, needs to be there. Now, AdWords facts that you should know is that Google is basically an advertising business. Like it says here, 97% of Google total revenue comes from advertising, as you probably already guessed it. Now, 86% of the searchers are local searchers, And as we can read here, 86% of consumers search for local products. Keep that in mind, because if you're a local business, then this will be of very much interest to you. So 80% of consumers search for local products, services, or businesses online. Now, the 30% of Google, or we can say that Google dominates the paid ads arena by 30%. There are more. There are Bing, there are Yahoo, there are Yelp, there are many others that would sell you space, advertising space. Google is taking up 30%. And even though it seems to be like a relatively small number, then people mostly go to Google to find about or look for products, in this case, local searches products. 98%, we're going to see that here that 90% of the searchers choose a business. Again, this is important for you. Choose a business that is on page 1 of the results they get. Rarely do they go to page 1, even page 3 or 4. They would very rarely go into that and click on those results that they can find there. So being on first page is the name of the game over here, what we're trying to accomplish, or goal, or our target with Google. Another important and quick fact here is that in average, business make an average of $2 in revenue for every $1 that they spend on AdWords. So if they spend $1,000, then they get $2,000. Now, obviously, it varies according to the industry a lot. It could be even much more than what we're seeing here, but this is just an average, so you can have an idea, an expectancy of what you want to going to receive as a benefit for your business. The growth of the advertising, as it is 12%, is a year-to-year growth, and has been done like that, 12% every year. So it keeps on growing, meaning that advertising is basically here to stay. And the return on investment has been very positive for most of marketers. 70% of AdWords marketers plan to increase their pay-per-click campaign budgets. That means that they are having good results, acceptable results, or even incredible results with their Google campaigns, and that's why they're sticking and into continuing with more advertising. Now, what are the benefits of having a Google AdWords or advertising online? One is you want to increase website traffic. We all want to know, and obviously people can go and find you organically on the results and click on and then land on your website. But we know that for sure this is going to take a while, even most of the times like months to accomplish that. Whereas with Google AdWords, the results are immediate. When we say immediate, we mean probably between 1, 2, 3 days you start to get website traffic coming from AdWords. That web traffic comes into your business as a way of a telephone call, and then this audience which is making a phone call is reaching at the right time, because on your Google AdWords you can decide at what time or what schedule to run as far as showing up the ads. For example, only show my ad from 9 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the evening. I don't want to show my ad Saturdays and Sundays and even holidays. So you get to choose. You have a lot of control upon your ad being shown and when and how. The immediacy in capturing leads is just what I said. It takes very quickly for your ad to be shown on Google. And so it is an immediate process. You don't have to wait, weeks and weeks or months and months, as in the SEO. SEO is good, but it has its place. If you want speed, then Google AdWords is the fastest way for you to get or increase your website traffic and convert people into sales, basically, which is what you want and you're more interested on. All right, so moving on here, we'll see the benefits too. There are more benefits. It is cost effective because you only pay when someone clicks on your ad. If the person looking or doing the search sees your ad and doesn't click on your ad, then you're not paying anything. And sometimes your ad would show the phone number and on the ad, and people would just dial the phone number without clicking on the ad, because you're looking at this text ad on a desktop computer. So they just pick up their phone, cell phone or landline, and they just call you right away. And at that time and at that moment, you're not paying them or Google any money for that. There's no click involved. But most of the times, people obviously are going to click just so you know. It is very flexible because you can start, stop, pause the campaigns whenever you want. Like I said, if it's a holiday, you don't want to advertise on holiday, that's fine. You pause the campaign and resume next day. You control your budget. This is important. You control your budget by spending as little or as much as you want. So meaning that if you want to spend only $10 a day on a campaign, 5 days a week, Google will respect you that. And if you want to spend $100 every day, 6 days a week, let's say, Google will respect you that and would go for that, as long as there's enough people willing to click on your ad because they're interested on. Google will go and fill up your desires of either 10, 20 or $100 a day, whatever you want. It's pretty, they're pretty good at controlling that. And also you have the competitive advantage as your ads will be seen first over organically ranked pages. So your ad will be seen on top of the map, what is called the local results. It will be occupying what we call the prime real estate space over in Google, because your ads will be shown if it's a good ad and it has the quality guidelines that Google wants. They're going to show you in the first upper part of the page, Google page. Now, about AdWords in mobile, there are some facts. We're going to quickly move into this, but basically, we know that mobile devices account for 52% of the paid search clicks. So meaning people are on their cell phones, and who doesn't have a cell phone nowadays, and are clicking on your local results and your local business and making the call, or actually just showing up there by walking into your store or office. 70% of mobile searchers call a business directly from Google search. 70%, that's quite a bit. More than 50% of searches come from mobile devices, pretty much like we see here on top. And then we know that digital ad spending is growing, and it's going to grow to this amount on 2018, which is basically it just growing up to the amount of 12% on a yearly basis. Let's quickly look into the key factors of what are successful ads. First thing you need to know is the keywords, because these are the most critical piece of the puzzle. So you must choose carefully to ensure you target the correct searchers by picking up or choosing the right keywords. If, for example, you're a dentist and you want to advertise implants, as far as that is concerned, or that example is concerned, then yes, obviously use the keyword implants on your ad. So when people type implant dentist, or looking for implant office dentist or something related to that, your ad will show because you have chosen the implants keyword in this example. Moving on here, landing pages are totally a key factor. Most people send, when they're advertising with Google, send the clickers to the home page of their businesses, which is not really a good idea. There was no choice back in the years when there was no landing pages being able to create in a very economical way, but nowadays it's possible to create landing pages, and different ones. One for implants, another one for general dentistry, another one for whatnot, different subjects or specialties on your business, and each one can have his own landing page if you so desire. So you need to optimize this landing page so actually people convert better. And by the way, this is a high quality factor for Google, so they can show you on the first page of results. Obviously, on that landing page, you need to use a strong headline as well as your text ad. So, but you know that you have a limited space, so you need to be very careful about how to craft your ad to get or grab your target audience's attention. And then we only have a very short space for the description, so you need to think very well about how to describe your business the best you can, so again it attracts the attention and compels people to do the click. Moving on the successful ads, you should add that your ad and landing page must have a strong call to action that tell viewers exactly what you want them to do after they're seeing your ad. And finally, add your site link, which is the ad extensions part, where you can have a chance to add your web page, a link, or a description about, additional description besides the text about your business, and even a phone number into that text so people can, call right away. Now, for that, you have to think like your customers. You have to choose terms that they would use to describe your products or services. Maybe you have a very technical ways to describe your services or products, but if prospects are not used to those terms, you better not use them on your text ads or landing pages, because it will be something strange for them to read about. So better, use more layman terms, more common terms that they would probably relate to it very quickly. So that's a key factor. And also select specific keywords that relate to the theme of your ad, but don't be too restricted, as this can limit your reach if you are exceedingly specific on your keywords. You have to be not too broad, not too limited. And for that, you have to group similar keywords into ad groups so they show more ads to relevant customers. This is something that Google loves. You don't want to mix everything up. If it's implants, then you just want to make ad groups that are all related to implants. If it's for example, dentures, well, group all the dentures ads and keywords into one single group, so you can organize yourself and can Google understand much better what you're trying to do. And of course, don't use broad match or one-word keywords, because the broad match are very generic, and Google will trigger all kinds of weird stuff on the results, and you don't want to be seen on implants, as far as breast implants on a on a page when people do a search for breasts, or women does a search for breast implants. You don't want to show your dentist or dental implants in that, because that's a waste of click, time, and space. You have to be specific. Again, not too broad. Has to use just the word implants, but not too general too. So if you are a dentist, is dentist implant, that will be the keyword. And if you're a surgeon, a plastic surgeon, then you would use a breast implant as a keyword in this example. And this last one here is the use negative keywords. That's one of the most forgotten type of benefits that you can, that people definitely not pay attention to, and that's why they end up paying a lot of money to AdWords, because the negative keywords are being paid very little to much attention to it. So that's something for you to consider. I know I have covered this very quickly, and I know there's so much stuff to talk about and in more detail. And if this was a little overwhelming to you, and you have a couple of things, you can go back to this presentation, or you can do an additional search online or on YouTube about how to do your Google AdWords campaigns more effective. Or if you have decided yourself that you want to kind of outsource this campaign or this activity, marketing activity, then if I want to, offer my services here, I want to give you a quick audit if you already have a campaign running. And if you don't have a campaign running, but you want to deal with AdWords already, because you need more customers, more people calling you or showing up at your store or office, then just give me a call at this number so we can have a conversation as to the possibilities, the number of people expected, the cost involved, and everything. And then away we go and helping you out with this. Also, please visit my page, webresponsemarketing.com, so you can have additional information on everything that we just talked about. Thank you very much, and thank you for attending this short presentation, and I hope to be talking to you pretty soon. All right? Bye-bye now.